Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here. Welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. That's right, I've sort of forgotten. It's been a while since I've been able to play. Let me see here. So, I do need to bomb these guys down, just because they exist here and they're annoying. Now, if I remember right, we've cleared out all of the enemy infantry, right? Let me see here. Peace River is what I want to take a look at, so I can see what sort of fighter cover. If I remember right, it didn't have any, because we've already bombed it, right? Okay, so those are new. Yeah. I can't see... Oh. Are they... I thought I moved these guys. Okay, well... How many are there? Okay, it's just like the two. Yeah. Cool. Alright, well that's what we're hitting then. With like... Ah. Never mind. Alright, I'm gonna move them all in. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, I guess. I don't know how many of these are already in the air. Probably most of them. Yeah, let's bring them all in. Because what else are they gonna do? This is why I have the air air bases. Alright, well what is this thing on, Peace River? It's just on a hill? Okay. Well, since that went poorly, I was sort of hoping I could hit them with more than that. We are probably not going to be able to bomb them at all. Just get all of my new fighters over with so I can move on to other things. I should probably cut production of them. But I still do kind of need them. And I could swap production over to 87Bs, but they take so long to get out there. It just also doesn't feel worth it. Oh yeah. So what, they already moved in here. I guess I bring in the rest, right? So Sherman's... Is this the stack that had infantry? Yeah, decent handful of infantry. That's the only one, though. So that's the stack that needs to die. Actually, we should probably target the Shermans here first. Oh, we bring this stack of Shermans down. They're on the plains. It's definitely worth hitting them. We might be able to get those guys. We're definitely going to have to bring down this stack, though. There's way too many units there to let live. I'm hoping I've got enough bombers to actually pull this off. At least enough bombers in range. I'm not sure that I do. Particularly because there's quite a few Wolverines, right? Yeah, like a lot of them. They're all on a hill. It's going to take us a lot to get through. And depending on how they shoot us down, we could be in for some trouble. Really? Just right... Oh, are there a flak in here? There is a flak in here. I forgot about that. So, yeah, we're under pretty heavy AA. But I don't have a choice. We have to bomb through it. If I can get the AA on top of this stack, I can target it directly, but it's going to be a long time before it actually shows up. Maybe I can get the infantry on top. We can get them instead. Are there Shermans in this group? There's a bunch of them, right? Yeah. No, this is just gonna suck. Should have brought up my infantry. They could handle it. Or not my infantry, artillery. they could make this a lot easier. Oh my word. Oh my word. These are my not easy to shoot down planes. And it's like every other one is dying. Do I just reinforce my position at Monterey and try to hold them? I don't think I can. I've got a lot of guys in here. I don't know if it's enough, though. I don't have nearly enough. I'd need to bring in a lot more. I don't know that I have them. I mean, well, I do have enough here. We could outright attack, but that seems like a bad idea. Especially on the Wolverines. I at least have to get through them. If I can get them down to the infantry, I'll follow up attack with my tanks. We'll try to just kill them outright. It's not going to be super easy. They're on a hill. There's a lot of them, but it's better than trying to bomb the entire stack down. And with just one flak, the odds of us getting shot down aren't that bad. Oh, come on. Don't fail. I need you guys to actually do your jobs. Well, this is looking pretty grim. I think I have way too many way too many tanks for them to actually drive us off, unless they came out in more force than I've ever seen. Like, if everything that has been in Alaska for a while was down here too, I'd say there's a chance they could just absolutely beat us in an all-out battle. What they have here, though, it could cause a lot of devastation, it could kill a lot of units and drive a lot back, but I don't think it's enough to actually win. I'd like to get my SS Panzers and Panzer 4Fs, I think it's 4Fs, out here. Maybe it's the 4Hs. I can never remember which one the yellow ones are. If I could get them out here, though, that'd be a lot better. Because then we could much more confidently directly attack these guys with our significantly higher numbers. Right now, though, I just have the odd Panther. And they haven't performed great so far. I guess that one has actually killed quite a few of their units with impunity. Okay, what are we looking at now? How many healthy Shermans? Oh my word, we've only injured like half of them? I guess it doesn't help that we miss half our shots. Even once we get through these numbers, I don't know if the infantry will jump to the top of the stack if one of these things is missing only one hit point. Pretty sure the one hit point Wolverines will jump on top, and then we'll have to get through those, and then the one hit point lost Shermans. And then maybe we can get to the infantry. Boy, this is not going well. Okay, so the stack is just in range of this group. I've got that going for me at least. Yep, okay, that's all their healthy ones. Now we've got to work through the healthier injured ones. Just get those infantry on top. Think of how much worse it would be, though, if they hadn't sent 80% of their infantry into South America beforehand and let me kill them. We'd be in a much worse state. That is a lot of 1 hit point Wolverines. I don't even know if 2 hit points down is going to be enough. I guess we'll see. That is sort of the whole reason these things are here, though, right? Literally just to do what they're doing right now, which is get in the way. They do have a lot of Wolverines. Most of them are defending cities, but I think they're starting to peel them off and send them at us. I wonder, do Wolverines actually upgrade into... No, they don't upgrade into Jacksons. Jacksons are just a better version. I wonder what the logic is behind some things upgrading and some things not. Like, why doesn't a Panzer IIIe turn into a Panzer IIIG and then continuing up through the Panzer levels? I understand the idea of, like, well, you don't just retrofit the technology and it works immediately. I get that. But if that's the case, why am I allowed to do that with Gneisenau's and Messerschmitts? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yep, 1 hit point Shermans are back on top. Hooray. I don't even know if getting them down to 2 hit points is going to be enough. Because the Shermans have 7 hit points by default. So they're going to continue to be a nuisance. Do we have planes in Havana? Okay, yeah. I don't know if they can reach. I doubt it. Probably not. Why would they? You know, that'd just make my life easier. We can't have that. At the very least, I've at least prevented their Shermans from attacking me. You know, now that they're all injured, they won't do that. The Lee Grants and the others that are in there might. But I think if I drop this Panther in the city, we'll be safe. He's got like 11 hit points right now. And a really high defense. They're not easy to kill. That might deter attacks. But I can't guarantee that. They have attacked things that I didn't think they would before already. America's proven to be quite bold. Mostly, I think, because of their overwhelming numbers. But then other times they don't attack when they clearly should. Like on the coast of Alaska, when they could have driven me off. Yeah, we're still going to have to keep going. Why do we get shot down more when we're bombing these things? Have you noticed that? Is that just me? I feel like when I'm bombing the Shermans, it's not nearly as regular that we get shot out of the sky. There we go. Okay. Panther, kill this guy. There you go. Kill that one too. 3 Gs. Go in. Actually, do I have better guys? I think I have 4 F2s. Yeah, I've got some of them. Sure, we're using them. They have a marginally better attack. They need the action anyway. Okay, so far I think we've won every battle. Guess there's no point checking yet. He doesn't have that many infantry, but it's like probably 10 or 12. I'm just gonna use these guys. It's 1 point of like attack difference. How are we looking? Oh yeah, a lot of them are injured. Dang it, so we're not actually... I don't know if this is even going to make a difference. We're going to do it anyway. It's too bad I don't have a ninja type unit like in the Japanese medieval scenarios that I have on here. They can target someone within a stack like this and kill them. If I could do that to that flak, we'd be in such good shape. As it stands, I've probably lost 20 to 30 planes this turn. Just on this one stack alone, maybe more. It's definitely not too many to replenish by any means, but that's a pretty major hit. And it's simply because of one flak. It's backed up by the infantry, but if that flak weren't there, this wouldn't be happening. I'd love it if they just stopped building those things, but the computer actually sees the value in them. They don't use them very well, but when they're in big stacks like this, they can't really use them wrong, can they? Okay, that's all of them. Can we reach? Nope. Well, then we have to follow it up with these. Yep. That's... What are you doing? Why are you making me move this right now? Oh, are we doing this now where I'm not allowed to move the things I'm actually needing to move yet? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, I'm pulling these out. You're good. Just keep an eye on the Gulf. Okay, you guys can go here. Yeah, we do what we have to do, I guess. This is why I have my tanks. We're just gonna have to attack our way through the stack. Because if I don't, we're most certainly going to lose. Yeah, we're gonna get some shot down, but I'm gonna do my best here. I have a lot of these things, and the ones that hit hard. We bring the rest of this stack's defenses down. We might be able to finish them off this turn by attacking alone. Oh, that's another one. Okay, get him. Sure, the 3H, you do it. Really? He had killed us without suffering any damage? Are you joking? Or no, if we were winning, that one dude just took out 2 tanks without getting even hurt. What was that? I think it just happened again. Yeah, now they have several more elites in there. Obscene. This is not good. Here, can you guys fly all the way over? Oh, wait, no, these are Apana Delgada. I need them there. Well, I might need them there. My word. These things are stupidly tough. Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay. Yeah, where are you guys going? Can you stop it? This at least feels good. Especially after those major losses. There we go. Okay, I have a full health paratrooper here. We're gonna secure this pass here. Everyone else is gonna run for cover. Anyone else here full health? No. That was rough, but we have at least solved the problem of Prudhoe Bay. The attacks we were under there have been resolved. Oh, that. I'd like to leave you here, I really would, but I need you out of there. Hi, guys. Don't mind us, we're coming through. Oh yeah, that. We're keeping you with us for the AA. You kidding me? Let's see. I think the Panzer Grenadiers are the only ones with 2 moves. Everything else is going to have to go one at a time. And now we're to the workers. I'd like to just use the rest of my attacking units, although honestly at this point they might actually be resting. Okay, this city is fully improved. That's not what I wanted. Okay, Calcutta's last place is now under construction. Nagpur is done. Yeah, now we're just gonna slowly fill out the rest of the space here in Spain that hasn't been eroded. They're not particularly relevant areas, but I like having the roads. Okay, we've got a guy on that. Yeah, I think he just cleaned up pollution. Can they get this done in one turn? They can. Yeah, I think I put an airfield here. Sure, do it. It'll probably come in handy. We'll just fortify this. Actually, the 88 can keep moving. That can go in here, but the rest of them are fortifying because I don't know what's going to be moving to where yet. But yeah, we can't just give up now, even though we're out of bombers. The other Panzer Grenadiers are here. These guys can hold the city purely. Ha! Forced it into a retreat. They don't have that many 3-hit pointers left. I'd prefer to avoid using my infantry on Wolverines, so I'm not going to use them just yet. I think this place will have plenty of food once we get the rest of this irrigated. I'm going to put down mines there. Okay, we're going to have significant attacking to do near Monterey. I'm going to use what I have to try and wipe out that stack. All of their actual defensive units are very injured. I think we can do it. And if I can punch through and take out their Shermans and their Wolverines, which they don't have any real healthy ones left. They only have a couple 3-point Wolverines left. Those are their strongest ones. If I get through them, I think we can blitz the rest of that stack and take it out with our superior numbers, and then that's it. They're out of that many tanks in this region. Because the rest are up in Alaska, I think. The sort of, like, you know, diversified 4 different tanks in the stack kind of deal. They have all their grants, or league grants, all their different types of stewards and stuff, and their M2A2s. I don't think they'll be able to recoup if we can take out this stack. At least not for a while. If all those guys up in Alaska and Canada manage to make it back into the States, they'd be a problem down the road, but not before we have secured most of the country. Okay, these guys are getting really close. All of the definitely vitally important... Oh, and a hungry division, okay. Yeah, you all just park. Can't tell it to unload, unfortunately, without going into the city. Oh, let's see here. How about we wake this entire stack? And we start shipping. I should have been doing this a long time ago, but I just didn't want to deal with what was here, because it takes forever, and it's kind of annoying, but it's definitely worth doing. There's no telling how much more violent the fighting up there is going to get. And these guys are doing no good down here. Okay, and now we're good. Everyone else can stay. Oh, this is 1, right? Yeah. Well, the transports can still move. No U-boats to worry about. Okay. So, now we're attacking with the rest. They've already done their part. Actually, we are going to start with the 3 Fs, or 4 Fs. Unfortunately, I can't just select them first. I can't just tell it, you know, use the 4 Fs before anything else. Okay, we'll try that again. Is this their last 3 hit pointer? It is. Okay, we'll see if something else jumps on top of the stack afterwards. I think it probably will. There we go. And of course it won. Without taking any damage. Well, unless that we killed... No, I would have noticed a level up. What in the world is going on here? These are the M3A ones, right? Yeah. How in the world are they winning these fights? What? Oh, that's a 3H, sorry. I have too many 3Hs in this stack. Oh my word! Okay, so just don't attack with those. Yeah, I guess they have bad luck against these guys? What? I do not understand how we have just lost the last 3 attacks with our stronger units against a non-defensive tank. I know that they're not that much stronger either, but that was ridiculous. Okay, we're back to Sherman's. Yeah, well, I can't be surprised when a Sherman wins one of these encounters. These things are a handful. But we've killed a decent number of them. There are still so many. Ah! That is not what I wanted to do. I'm just going to run through my elite 3Hs. They seem to have a better success rate. Oh boy. I'm going to check their numbers by the end of this, definitely. See if what I've done here is even making a dent. I'm pretty sure it is. Are these things leveling up now? They don't have any elites yet. The stack is absolutely shrinking, though. That is not an illusion. Okay, I think they're almost out of 4 hit pointers. got a couple of them left. And they'll be down to 3s, of which they have a lot. Once we're through those 3s, they've only got a couple things left. But of course, I don't think the 3s are going to jump on top of the stack. I feel like something else is probably going to get there first, like the 2 hit point Wolverines that are still left. Not sure how I selected a Panzer Grenadier. I didn't know I did that. Okay, there we go. I'm going to use my veterans on these. I'm going to try not to use them, if I can help it. Just because they'll let these things run away, like that one Wolverine did. And I'd like to kill them here. That thing just killed another 2 without taking any damage. That is so frustrating and so stupid. Just don't let the elites get away. We can't let them survive here with 9 hit points in the bank. That'll just be problems for us in the future. Okay, they're down to their last 3 hit point. Oh, that too. That thing's still alive, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, carve through the rest of their Shermans. Well, not Shermans, they're Wolverines. We gotta kill those Shermans before they get out of here. Of course. You just deleted that thing. Okay, let's not die to the infantry. Thank you. Oh, not actually what I was trying to do, but that worked out. We didn't even take damage. Is that their last Sherman? No, they still have that elite one. Gotcha. No more flak. Okay, well that hurt. That was a extremely painful turn, but that's why I brought 200 tank divisions. Literally just for that. What are their numbers looking like now? Down to 45 Shermans, 66 M2A2s, although none of those were here. They still have 38 M3s. Where are those things? 41 M3A1s, 70 M5A1s. I don't like that, because those things are annoying. 176 Wolverines. We've killed about 30. Where are their M3A1s? Right. That's where they are. They still have quite a few. But I think that definitely did put a pretty major dent into their numbers. Especially when you take into account just how many of them are up here. As that's mostly a lot of infantry. Although, I think most of their spare Wolverines too, and a decent number of their tanks. So this stack is just going to try to push its way to Peace River and take the thing the old-fashioned way. I don't think we're going to have success any other way. And the next turn, then we're going to go over there and do that. I'm just going to turn on battles, and we'll go through with the rest of the enemy moves. Because what else can I do? What a shock. Yeah, and ignore all the AA and 88s that I put in there. Yeah, why would Flak shoot any planes down? They killed all of our fighters now. I don't remember how many I put in there. I don't think it's that many, though. Oh, thanks. You shot down one. So they are leaving. They are definitely getting out of here. They were not just repositioning. I'm not sure where they're repositioning to, but they're going somewhere. Here comes the next wave. As long as they don't have a flak, I think it'll be fine. And hey, they're still on the open plains. That's a benefit. I hate those groups, because they have infantry. They're gonna be on the stack, aren't they? No, okay, they stopped early. I'm not sure where these ones are coming from. Wherever it is, they seem to be coming from the same place, though. I know, as long as they don't have a pile of Wolverines and Shermans, I don't care if they come in. Even a few infantry. With those defensive numbers, our 88s will punch right through them. The problem is when the AA can hide under the very, very strong defensive units that we struggle. I mean, it took all of my 88s, and we didn't even get through the Shermans. We injured the Shermans, we injured the Wolverines, we never got past those numbers, I don't think. Pretty sure I had to use the 87Bs to do that. This is gonna go on for a while, isn't it? They really don't want me in the States. They're doing everything they can to keep me from getting in there. Yeah, this is going to keep going. You all know the protocol for massive American troop movements. Oh, some from the other direction. I'm noticing, though, these are the weaker tank types. They're not a huge pile of Shermans and Wolverines, which is interesting. Have they taken a significant enough hit that they're not going to be able to backfill those numbers? Because they're not replacing these tanks, I don't believe. They might replace the M5s because they have 3 movement. But the M3s, the M2A2s, and the M3A1s, I don't think they rebuild any of those. Once they're out, they're out. I wonder why they're stopping there. Crossing a river? No, crossing a river doesn't take extra movement, otherwise those guys wouldn't be going where they're going. I wonder why the others are taking one step and then stopping. I'm sad I didn't get to wipe out that big stack that's escaping. I know they might have won, like if I actually kept them inside. But I really was hoping, because that would have just taken the wind out of their sails even more. As it stands, I've got enough air superiority in this region to sort of dominate if they try to do anything. Especially now that they're no longer near any cities. I'd be able to prepare 4 turns in advance before they ever actually got near me. But, you know, now I have to watch them move this everywhere, and it emboldens the computer when it knows it's just got another 30 tanks right behind it. It'll do some crazy stuff sometimes. That's an uncomfortable amount of infantry. The other nice thing about there not being any Shermans or Wolverines in the stack is that once you take the Stuarts off the top, the infantry jump to the top, and then you can kill them. Hopefully, you know, as long as your tanks don't just lose a billion times to them. Well, I'm glad that they don't have another wave of Shermans incoming. It gives me the chance to reposition a bunch of my 88s, the ones that are further down. I can move them in closer to the city so that we can hit, you know, Dallas, Houston, and Austin. Because those are what I'm going to need to take next. So I can just leave the new stacks that are at the edges of our territory alone. They'll come in next turn, and then we can kill them. This turn, I'm just going to focus on killing the Shermans and Wolverines that are there. And then repositioning everything else. So that the following turn, we can really hammer them. I might fly in a bunch of extra fighters, too. They do have a couple Wolverines sitting around there that haven't moved yet. Hopefully the US sends them all north and sacrifices them like they've done before. I've seen them do that. I've talked about it in some of these videos before. Where the US especially will just send huge numbers of units into the northern Canada and even transport them to Greenland. And then just disband them in the middle of nowhere. If that's what they were sending all of these guys to do, I'd really like that. The Blood Gods are not going to help them win. But I think it'll gladly accept anything they sacrifice, you know? Alright. But they're almost out of my territory up there. That's not a sensible move, I gotta be honest. Britain is sort of just here being a general annoyance. I don't know why they insist on participating in the battles. They're completely pointless. Up north in Canada, they're annoying. But, like, down here, what are they gonna do? Got quite a few guys there, though. More than I'd expect in Baja. Fortunately, they're clearing out, so when my invasion arrives, we can just take the city. Ooh, that's an elite. As is that. I was wondering about that. Cool, so they left the city basically defenseless. Nice. Thanks, Britain. Really curious what all the militia intends to do. I forgot they had that flag. I should probably kill that. Oh. I'm not even sure where I was in their territory. Hey, they're here! If the Allies actually act sensible, those Japanese carriers are not going to be there for long. Whoa. Is that... No, I think that's just a Mustang or a Thunderbird. Thunderbolt. It looked kind of weird for a moment. That's not a good start to my part of this turn. Just immediately. Here's some pollution on you. Just build an airport. I don't think the city's ever growing anymore. I can double check it next turn, but I'm pretty sure it's a waste of time. Oh, I just told someone to build the wrong thing. Yeah, university. Okay, have you people solved your... I don't think they have yet. Okay. I'm going to, then, if that city's not going to manage itself. Again. I have too many cities. Okay. I don't want you building Hindenburgs here. Did you just finish your last? No, manufacturing. I think there was another one down here somewhere. Pretoria is supposed to be building Panthers. Yeah, I'm not sure where the other... Ah, you. Okay. And for the pollution, I think, yeah, I'll have you deal with that. You here. Corsica's got some stuff. None in Spain. There's one here. Although he's already active, he can handle it. And I think that was it as far as pollution's concerned. Okay, so, yeah, just a handful of Wolverines and Shermans, nothing we can't handle. I think we'll let them get closer before we do anything. Despite how many I lost, I still have a lot of 87Vs. Can I see the bottom of the stack? Cool, I can. We still have plenty of room. So I'm going to move all my wounded troops, then, inside. The rest are going to stay here and prepare. And then the following turn, hopefully, they're going to surge out to about probably here. So that way they can hit both Houston and Austin. And then ideally, I'd have my planes in position, either here and or here, to hit both of those spots pretty heavily. I'm just going to prep up all of my other units onto the surrounding areas to deal with any survivors here, like my infantry and whatnot. And then my actual mobile units will deal with the rest. We should be able to kill these guys. I'm not going to hurt them. We can let them get closer too. They're not scary. I forgot I had a light cruiser in this group. Yeah, no, I don't have the Hindenburg class here. It was left behind. That's right. Well, it's going to come around and hit this thing with a bunch of infantry, and they already evacuated it for me, so I don't have to worry about them. In the meantime, how far can I see? Ah, there's another one. I don't know if they're running or not. But we're going to keep on going. If they're going to attack us, they're going to attack. I'm hoping they'll just go around. I'll just take all my 87Bs. We'll drop them here in Whitehorse. They can do some good. I might move some stuff out first. Right. And then Havana. Okay, this is fixed. They did... Okay, I wasn't sure about that. I'm going to bring these guys elsewhere, too. There's no reason for them to just stay here doing nothing. Alright. Well, that is going to be it for this one. If you haven't yet, please check the link in the description for my book. If you like the look of it, give it a read. And if you like the read, give it a positive review. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.